very special grad show. Give yourself a big round of applause. We've got a hell of a show for you. Please welcome to the stage your host, Josh Richardson.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. Welcome to the Level 1 class show. Woo! Yeah, thanks for coming out to support these people. If you're not here to support one of these people, that's kind of a weird choice, but I hope you enjoy the show nonetheless. My name is Josh, and I've been teaching this wonderful class, The Fundamentals of Improv, for the last 8 weeks. They're super excited to share what they've learned with you guys. So could I get like a round of applause for anyone who's never seen improv before? Okay, cool. Very advanced audience. I love it. But yeah, just to recap, this is all completely made up. None of this is rehearsed. Everything you're seeing is going to be done for the first time on this stage. Throughout the show, these guys are going to be coming to you for suggestions for inspiration. So we're going to practice what that looks like. So they're going to be asking you things like, like, what did you guys have for breakfast today?
Cereal.
Great, love it. We'll try that again. What's something you like to do with your friends?
Play volleyball. Dance.
Nice. All great answers. One more, we'll make this one a little bit harder. What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
Wow. All right, you guys have strong opinions on that. Cool, so we're going to have 2 different teams performing tonight. And I won't make you wait anymore. So we're going to see for the very first time our first team, Extremely Something Something.
I'm PK.
I'm Henry.
Zach. Valerie.
Bernie.
Cool. Okay, so I think we need a suggestion from someone. Any word. Or do we want to give them a prompt?
A word
Watermelon.
related to romance.
Roses. Lobster.
Sadness.
Proposal.
Breakup.
Bachelorette.
Anyone model?
I've never felt love, so it has
I've also never been in love, so I feel like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Hey everyone.
Hi.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and do a lot of detail here to help you guys build some scenes. Okay. Let's do the story of how I met my wife. It's kind of not heartbreak, but I think I can weave in watermelon. Okay, so I decided to take a trip to Iceland, ocean kayaking. I thought when I arrived, it would be kind of all guys, to be honest. It was Reykjavik, and when I got there, orientation, and everyone had all this professional equipment, and I realized that I'm the only one that didn't know how to kayak. And so I would be going on this trip with no equipment and kind of no experience. And like they were here with these like $600 oars and stuff like that. And so my one day soon-to-be wife comes in, also by herself. We were the only ones to do this trip by ourselves. Everything else was like groups of like father, son, friends. Anyway, so it was this really awkward experience where you're on an 8-day trip with someone. I knew immediately I liked her, but I didn't want to be that weird guy. You know what I mean? That's creepy, that ruins her trip. You know? So I was really worried about that. So, yeah. So the whole 8 days, like I kept it like in the friend zone, and like it got to the last day, and I'm like, she lives in London. I lived at the time in Toronto, and I knew like it would be the end. Like I would not see her again. So she's leaving for the airport that morning, and I said, well, I have to go to the airport too. I'm gonna go with you. And we get to the check-in counter, and they said, sir, we can't check you in. Your flight's not for 8 more hours. So we found a Joe and the Juice. You know, they serve watermelon. And we looked at the board, right? And we were talking about places we had never been. And I was like, when are you next off? When can we maybe see each other again? She's a nurse. And she said, well, I have 4 days off, like 3 weeks later. And I was like, I looked at the thing and I said, have you ever been to Dublin? Neither of us had been. She hadn't been. So I was like, okay, I'll meet you there in 3 weeks. Wait. So, so I book it. And the whole time we're texting, but we're kind of in the friend zone. I don't know what's going to happen. So I booked 2 rooms because, you know, I didn't want to be presumptuous. But I got there like 3 hours ahead of her, so I bought bubble bath, wine, chocolate, and hid it in a drawer just in case. But then I also booked all these activities and trips in case we were in the friend zone, like, you know, we're going to go on a food tour and eat watermelon. Anyway, she arrived. We immediately had our first kiss, and then I wasted a ton of money on all those activities.
Wait, we're not supposed to. Are we supposed to sit like this in the kayak?
I'm not sure. I mean, we have to go at least one direction.
I mean, this is our first date in the middle of nowhere, and we're in a kayak, and neither of us know how to kayak. Perfect. This is a perfect scenario. Let's get rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Are we supposed to?
I mean, I'm not. I've never kayaked before. I'm actually really scared of water too.
Okay. And it's just me rowing right now. I'm gonna get us out of here. We're in the middle of a swamp. A very watery swamp. Oh, it gets floating.
In more ways than one, we're not really going anywhere. But
Never. I should never trust Hinge again. Yeah. My most regrettable swipe. But anyway.
most regrettable. Wow.
Tell me.
We just sat down in the kayak.
Tell me. No. Tell me more about yourself.
Well,
It's not a job interview. Really.
Well, I was born very far inland, and was born with an innate fear of water and innate ability to figure out how to move myself from one place to another. Middle of Kansas, was born on a farm. There's not a whole lot of kayaking to be done out there, but figured I wanted to just try something new, and was glad that we were able to figure out this opportunity to try kayaking together.
Right, on our first date. What do you see in a romantic partner?
I think ability to figure out where we're going together.
You piece of shit! You're never gonna win the watermelon eating competition like this!
I know I can
Get it
do
together!
I know I can do it!
How are you gonna spit out the seeds? Show me! Show me! Start running! Start running! Start running! Start running! How are you gonna spit out the seeds? How are you gonna...
Patooey! Patooey, patooey!
Alright, stop!
What was it again?
Here's a full watermelon. I want to see you smash it. I want to see you eat it. I want to see you spit out the fucking seeds. $10,000 prize. I need that money. I'm trying to buy some Bitcoin before it goes too high. Eat the fuck. I married you because you said you like watermelon. I'm eating. Spit out the seeds. You can't swallow all the seeds.
You always said I liked it when I swallowed the seeds. What do I have to eat? It's 5 inches thick.
You want get in there, you gotta go, ha! Duh! Ow! Ow! All right, let's talk about the competition rules.
Okay.
3,000 people have come from all over the world, ready to eat watermelon.
Yes.
And how many are you going to be able to do in your 3 minutes?
I'm supposed to do 3 whole watermelons.
3 whole watermelons.
Yeah.
How many did you just do? You just had 1 bite, you're exhausted. We're not looking good.
Yeah, it's not so good.
10 grand. Can you get it together? Do you want me
Maybe,
to enter?
maybe,
You want
listen,
me?
maybe it's time we start working minimum wage.
When
10 grand just isn't, I don't know if it's worth it.
when we were sitting in the bubble bath, you told me you knew how to eat watermelon.
Oh, yeah, we can go. I'll let you start. Oh, you want to start?
Mom, why do we have to leave for the airport 14 hours before our flight? This is only a 2-hour flight from Portland to Las Vegas.
No, but like I feel like this is like kind of like an amusement park. We have the shows or like the shops and we can eat at the restaurants and you know we can just chill here for the day. What else are we gonna do?
I mean, I did have school today. I did have a spelling test. I mean,
Education is in school is just not the same as an education in real life. You know, like let's experience the airport and all it has to offer. There's so much to learn here.
fair enough, but I am only in 5th grade, and and I'm worried that Miss Taylor is going to have to hold me back. I've missed the last 7 spelling tests so that we can take a sort of an impromptu tour of the Logan Airport. And now we're finally going somewhere, so I'm happy about that.
I feel like you are not happy with me as a mother. Is that, do we need to talk about this?
I mean, I wasn't hoping to talk about this now. I mean, I am only in 6th grade, so I was probably going to wait about, I don't know, between 5 to 45 years to have this discussion with you.
You can tell me anything you want. Let it out.
Well, in the moment, I was really stuck. Right now I'm mostly focused on my spelling test.
Okay. We're back.
Okay.
Round 2, suggestions. Hold on, I have a question. Your favorite seafood in the summer?
Oysters.
Lobsters. Lobsters. I hear lobsters. Thank you very much. So, during the pandemic, everybody picked up a hobby. I, as a normal person and a basic bitch, picked up sourdough as my hobby. You have a little starter, you give it a name, treat it like a pet, red tongue bready, died. There's another Tom in my household, which is my husband. He picked up a very different hobby. He went the unconventional route, which is the conventional one being that me baking bread as a survival treat, like thing to do. He was like, okay, I'm gonna go trap lobsters. Inspired by the lobster men who's been around in the South Bay of Boston. I'm not from here, sorry. I'm like tripping on those words right now. But anyway, so he started researching and digging and find out how to trap lobsters. And he found this little shop, which is in south of Boston. And to me, south of Boston is Braintree, but apparently in some people's brain, it works all the way to Providence. So he's south of Boston, was New Bedford, which I didn't know the time when we jumped in the car to go get lobster traps. And it took us 90 minutes to get there, one way, to New Bedford, just to get lobster traps, which was baffling to me to this day. And why couldn't you just talk to your parents' neighbors down in the South Shore and ask them to lend you 2 lobster traps? Why not? But now he wanted to go to a shop, a little shop, and get his lobster traps in New Bedford. So we went in. It was pretty much a little bit of like some kind of junkyard warehouse-ish situation. Seemed pretty abandoned. I was starting to feel uncomfortable at that point. No one was around. There were stacks over stacks of lobster traps, rusty. And then we went in, and we were greeted by a guy who has the beard like a Santa Claus, and who probably had never seen an interracial couple in his life. And he was shocked. So he greeted us with, "Can I help you?" And I was already exiting that situation. I was not there. I don't want to be part of this. And my husband Tom went, "Can I get 2 lobster traps?" And the guy was, "Have you seen this operation? Like, we sell commercial lobster traps, lobster fleets, like the big fishermen." And Tom was like, "We're just here for 2. And I wish there was a shovel so I can dig a hole and just disappear. But no. And the guy went to the back and came back to us. He was like, "If you guys can wait a couple hours so we can make 2 just for you, that'd be fine." And to which Tom agreed. And I was going to kill him at that spot, because on that day, as we were all working from home, I didn't take my PTO, and I missed 2 meetings that day. But however, we got our lobster traps, we went home, and it was year 2020, and to this day, we've only caught crabs and not lobsters.
Fuck, they caught us! Oh no! What? Fuck this net! I hate this fucking net! They're gonna boil my ass!
What do you think they're gonna do with us?
Oh my god, they all lied to us. I heard there was this big vegan movement where people were eating fake lobster, but it's a lie! They're eating us! We gotta escape. How are we gonna escape?
So we only have these little claw things to get out of here with. I think maybe we can try to claw our way through this net.
Let's break through this fucking net and let's rescue everybody. There must be 600 of us here. They're all just so docile and pathetic. We need to fight. We need a union. We're gonna do this?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Okay.
Any progress?
I think I'm getting through a hole here.
Holy shit.
Come.
Holy shit.
Okay.
Okay, we just gotta jump overboard. Oh my
3.
god. Oh my god. We did
Okay.
it. We did it. Should we rescue the others or just get the fuck out of here? Let's
I
get
think
the
we should
fucking
just go.
fuck the others.
We should just
okay.
go. We'll make our parents proud.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Go rescue yourselves!
Honey, enough with the yeast. I've had it up to here. No more yeast. No more bread. Carving faces into them. You're writing names. You're putting them in alphabetical order. It's done. I've had enough.
But I love bread, and we own a bakery. How else are we?
When I married you 2 weeks ago after meeting you 3 days ago, you told me you were adventurous. You got out. You did fantastic things. You made balloon animals. You went to the carnival. I thought you had a clown theme going on, but no. It's all about the bread.
Yes, We own a bakery, and we need to survive. We need to put food on the table. We need to feed our kids.
All they eat is bread. It's just bread. Sometimes you say, oh, we're keeping it basic. We're keeping it organic. You just feed them the yeast. I don't think that's okay. Sometimes you say, oh, we're going the other direction. You just feed them water.
Okay, it's not like you're helping out here. You make food. You do something for the house. Feed the kids. You act like it's so easy. It's hard, okay? It's not that easy.
I've got important things to do.
Like what?
Like, looking out the window. Admiring the scenery. Thinking up new novel ideas. I just created a new word yesterday.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I am literally running this family, running this business, and then you're complaining about what? About what I'm doing? What, like, keeping this family alive?
Yes. Yes. Alive isn't enough. I don't want to be alive, I want to live!
Ho, 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 Mrs. Claus. It is me, Santa Claus. It is the most wonderful time of the year for us. February.
I know. Santa, are you on vacation now? Are we on vacation?
That's coming up in March. But first we have to deal with this junkyard of all of the toys left over from last Christmas season.
But Santa, I worked overtime during Christmas. Can I just go on vacation with my family? I haven't seen them in 5 years.
We've been short-staffed here at the North Pole. All the elves quit because I guess they joined a union or something, and they decided that they didn't want to work here in the North Pole.
Wait, there's a union that didn't tell me about?
I don't know why I should be telling you this.
I'm the only non-union elf?
That's for you to decide, and your problem to figure out. However,
don't be so corporate with me.
ever since Coca-Cola started writing us checks to continue operating, despite the fact that I don't even really like Coke, I'm more of a Pepsi kind of guy. But in any event, we have to continue our operations, and we have to get rid of all of these toys. Right now, the North Pole is just a junkyard.
But Santa, I thought you liked junkyard. That's where we start. That's how we packaged our gifts. Every year, we just package junk and send it around the world. They end up floating in the ocean.
That's a really profound way to look at our operations. I hadn't really thought of it that way.
That was great. Right? One more monologue. Or suggestion.
Suggestion.
Clown. What's someone's favorite thing to do in their free time?
Crochet.
Sleep.
Yes.
Dissociate.
Okay. Okay. I can do one. So yeah, my name is TK, and I grew up thinking that I just was like not kind of dumb, not dumb, but like I just was kind of slow at things, or like didn't really have a long attention span, and then I lived 30 years and found out that I actually have ADHD. So that's pretty much why I was, yeah, snaps for me. That's why I literally have a lot of trouble. For example, reading is really difficult for me. It takes me pretty long to read. I'll read 10 pages and then I'm like, all right, I'm done. Let me go bake a cookie or make dinner, and then I'll go back to my book. Or my friends will start talking to me and tell me a story, and like about 5 minutes into it, I'm like thinking about anything else. Or I will be in a meeting, yeah, and my boss will be talking to me and telling me like, these are the 5 things I need by the end of the day, and then I'll be like, all right, cool, I'll definitely get you those 5 things. Completely was not paying attention and had no idea of what I needed to give at the end of the day. I do not know how I still have a job. So yeah, it's pretty difficult. I'm not on ADHD meds because I also have anxiety, and so yeah, if you have ADHD and anxiety, you can't take Adderall. So sucks for me. I get to just live my life kind of dissociating and not paying attention to my friends. So I have a lot of friends out here today. Sorry for not listening.
Let's meditate. Okay, so I've never done this before either, so thanks for indulging me. We're gonna just, I guess, close our eyes. I don't have the Peloton app working right now, so that's the only way I know how to meditate. Okay, so we're just gonna breathe in, breathe out, and no, oh my God, I can't stop thinking of that fucker who screwed me at work, and I just, okay, let's just breathe.
Am I supposed to close my eyes? Or do I feel like when you talk to me, when you talk about the fucker? Should I look at you to show empathy?
Wait, I have to put, just keep meditating. I'm gonna bake some cookies real fast.
Do you need a hand?
No, keep meditating.
Okay,
Keep
so
meditating.
just so you know, last time you baked those cookies, you put in salt as opposed to sugar, just so you know.
Oh my
There's
God.
sugar.
I just had trouble with the recipe. It's 5 lines. I'm trying to read it and I can't pay attention to it. Oh my God. All right, let me keep baking. I'm going to make it with cookie dough. I'm going to try and remember you wanted
Honey,
salt,
can I
not
open
sugar.
my
Okay,
eyes?
what?
Can I open my eyes?
No, we're meditating. It's relaxing. We're relaxing. This is date night. I've planned this.
Okay, so just to be clear, I know we're doing this marriage counseling thing, and so it's date night.
I mean, I'm just trying to relax a little bit. Remember how we... I don't know why I'm going so crazy. I'm just kidding. Should we dance? Let's dance. Let's dance.
Can I
Let's
open
dance.
my eyes?
What?
Can I open my eyes?
I don't think so. I don't think
All right. Son, we need to run this family business as best we can. That's why I brought you in to be my assistant manager.
Yes, Father. I am so prepared for the responsibility of running. What do we run again?
This business, we're basically a knitting store. We sell yarn, we sell crochet hooks, we sell whatever else we use to knit.
Yes.
And we also write books and sell books on how to crochet and how to knit and how to make Afghans and other associated garments.
Yes.
And I really need you
Uh-huh.
to take charge of the copywriting part of our business.
Something about yarn.
Yes. Have you studied all of the yarn books that I've assigned you? Because I'm also your teacher somehow.
Yes, I can read.
I would hope so. You are 47.
Yes. You know? Yes. So, what do I do here?
So, follow me. Okay. Over here, we have a giant stack of yarn.
Uh-huh, yes.
Not tied up, or
Okay.
not tied up, not wrapped up. We need to organize it in a way that our customers can understand. You must organize it in any way you see fit.
Okay, I'm so prepared.
Okay.
I
What is your
just
first
wait,
move?
wait, I just remembered something. I forgot to...
Where are you going? Son.
Forgot to I have to plug my phone in? Okay, good.
Jeremy.
I'm back.
Okay.
Yes.
So, I saw over there Your phone charger, super tangled.
Yeah.
Headphones, super tangled. This is pretty much just like that. Somehow you're able to use the use your phone
And
charger.
you want this also to be tangled.
I mean, no,
Okay, yeah. So, do you have any thoughts on the story so far?
yes, a lot,
Okay.
actually. Can we ask for another deadline, please? A lot of that thoughts.
Okay, all right. You need an extra deadline?
Yeah.
Okay. How much
Remember,
more?
because remember the story was initially about this judge who gave birth on trial. She was delivering the trial, and then she delivered a baby.
That's not what the story was about. I thought. I thought the story was about the judge delivering the baby.
Judge was delivering the baby. No, well, she did. I mean, she did. Good job.
Were you paying attention when you went to go like write about the story? Like, were you taking the notes correctly?
So here's the thing. I have ADHD.
But you recorded the session, right?
Because I have ADHD, and I was going to bring my recorder, but I had something else going on. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, the story is was supposed to be due by the end of the day. So what are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. Boss, I have an idea.
Sure, what's the idea?
What if I just make shit up?
We live in the New York Times. We can't just make
Give it up, everybody, for extremely something. Yeah, it's really hard to pay attention to things. We're all familiar with that. Don't get too excited. We got one more show ahead of you guys. But before that, if you like what you see up here and maybe want to do it for yourself, we have shows here at Union Comedy. We have classes you can take. You can find all that information at unioncomedy.com. And ask these people how it went. I'm sure they would recommend taking a class. So maybe this could be you up here someday. Cool. So now before we make you wait anymore, we have our next team, the Smoke Jumpers. They're the Smoke Jumpers.
Hello! Another round of applause. Extremely something. Y'all did great. My name is Christina.
I'm Sydney.
I'm Michelle.
Patrick.
And we are
The
Smoke
Jumpers.
So kicking off our suggestions, I'm going to put my water down so it's not weird. Can you give me an emotion, something you're feeling right now, or felt today, or last night, or will
Excited.
Anxious, excited, confusion. Ennui. Ennui is a good one. All right. Well, I've definitely got a story that has like all of those emotions happening at the same time. So I used to live in Austin, Texas. Austin, Massachusetts, for those who get that reference from whatever road trip movie, whatever his name is. Google it. Thank you. So I was going to Dallas to visit a friend of mine that I had in Austin. We had nicknames for each other. His name is Connor, but I call him Tom Cruise. We used to wait tables, and so he was my trainer. And he came up with this like button-up shirt with the collar popped. He had feathered hair and those like really lame Oakleys that he like wore kind of not up on his head, but also not quite on his forehead. And so he had made fun of my name. He was like, Sydney, like what, like Australia? And I was like, yeah, but who are we, Tom Cruise? What are we doing here? So that stuck. So we're huge nerds, and so we found that there was a Comic-Con happening in Dallas, and so I flew down. I went to the curbside check-in to check in. It's right there on the name. My sister dropped me off. She drove my car back, and so I paid a seat, as some of y'all can tell. And I just swapped my sunglasses for the inside glasses, and my glasses dropped on the ground. So I did like just a real quick, oh, gotta get those. And there was the rip heard round the world. All the way up. Like the entire thing. And so I heard it, I stood up, there was one person behind me in line. I just kind of turned around and was like, yeah. So that happened. And it's not like setting in that the check-in counter is here and I should probably hide myself. So I had my ID on the counter, my bag was over there. I had a backpack that I was wearing that had a jacket in it, so I was trying to do, but the backpack was like a little curved, and so as I was loosening the straps, it would just like hit my jeans and like flip backwards. I'm like, God damn it. And so meanwhile, the Southwest airline woman, she was super busy and just like, it was early morning, so I get it, sis, I feel it. I haven't had my coffee either, and now I have red pants. So she's not feeling it. I'm definitely not, or I guess I am feeling it. And so at some point I do remember I should probably turn around and just use the check-in counter. And so now I have Southwest employees just kind of like walking too closely by to let me know that I'm for sure in their way, but also giving me a respectable distance. Meanwhile, I'm panicking. I have at this point called my sister for the 21st time and she has not answered. I like literally watched her drive away. Because I was thinking I can just like run and just like dive in, just change the pantaloons on a lap around the lot and then come back. So she hasn't answered. And at some point the attendant was just like, Sydney, and I was just like, yep, that's me, but whoop. And I grabbed my ID and I grabbed my bag. She's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I need my bag. She was like, are we serious? And I was like, I feel like one of us has a pair of ripped pants right now. And the only ones are in here. So I finally did manage to get the jacket out and tie it around my waist. I have my bag, and now I'm going to the bathroom inside of the airport to go and change into non-ripped pants. And as I walked, I felt like Severus Snape with his like, like billowing. It was just very breezy down there with this giant gaping rip on my backside, on my derriere. And there were a bunch of like military, like Navy students, because this was in Rhode Island, so like a bunch of Navy students that had either just come home or they were going out, and they were all like kind of cloistered. I'm like, they for sure saw it. They for sure saw it. Everybody has seen it. Everybody has seen this super pale backside of mine. And so like as I pass by them, I'm feeling like my jacket is aggressively, and I just kind of like slowly went over to the bathroom. I'm in the big stall. And lo and behold, my sister finally calls me back. And so I kind of yelled at her. I was like, it's not important anymore. And she's like, you called me 43 times. I'm like, I know. But I have ripped pants, and now I don't. I mean, I still have them. I'm just not wearing them anymore. She starts cracking up. I have to explain what happened. I come back, and I tried to get like a drink ticket or two out of it with the flight attendant on the inside. And she was like, oh my God, that happened to me while I was shopping. But like, it was like right in the front, so I just like walked around with my bag, and I was like, kind of feeling it's not the same story here. Lisa kind of had to like, the whole thing was open. So I walked like to the gate, Providence TF Green Airport. If you've ever been there, it's actually not in Providence, it's Warwick. And it's very small, so I was very convinced the entire time as I was like walking down, like people would just have their normal conversations, ha ha ha, and like they're laughing at me, oh my God. So I proceeded to then take a photo and show everybody. I still have the pants, they are framed. And Comic-Con was great. Tammy, your ass is out.
Oh yeah, I like it the way.
We're just at the Genius Bar at the Best Buy, so I don't really know why your ass would be out.
All right, Georgia. Well, your name is a state and a country.
Okay, Eliza, like Manelli. Okay.
Liza Minnelli's an icon, just like I am, and that is why everyone is soon going to have their ass out.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my feathered hair out of my face. My quaff looks so good. Hold on, I'll get the phone.
No, it's
Hi.
amazing. You look totally like you're from 2009. It's great.
Okay, this is the Best Bar Genius Bar. We're full moon, I mean full service. Don't. Okay. You're making us lose customers. That's great.
I'm so sorry if you can't take responsibility for your own mistakes. I'm sorry, I've got a call coming. Hello, this is the Genius Bar. Yes, I am a professional. Yes, no, that was me that you saw. Yeah, no, I would love to give you my recommendations. Yeah. That wasn't a real customer. I'm just showing you what it's going to be like when people are actually doing this. Do you know how I know? Do you want to know how I know? Because the last time that you made fun of a trend that I did, everybody in accounting started doing it the next day.
Okay, Regina George, then you're just gonna put your ass out, and everyone at the Best Buy is gonna have to ass out. Also, by the way, you might want to invest in some self-tan, because I've been blinded a couple times or flashbanging me with your ass.
Did you see the Cheetah Girls 2 Barcelona? Do you
Of course, I saw the Cheetah Girls 2 from Barcelona.
Do you remember the pants look where she had one that was shorts and one that was pants?
You work at the Genius Bar at Best Buy. We're not in Barcelona. You're gonna have to give it up. Eliza.
Yeah! Welcome to Austin, Massachusetts, Greenhorn.
I've been searching high and low for Austin.
It's fucking wicked here. Yeah.
It's all over the map.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
totally
God.
awesome. We got Pecos Bill over here, Dooley, Sully, Paul Bunyan, fucking Black Hat McGee,
Oh my God,
and
Black Hat McGee
Patty,
here?
Shitty Pat, Sharon, and other Sharon. Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then like so are they doing? Is this like a lineup? So is this? Can
Well,
I get
you
their
know,
autograph?
it's kind of, you know,
Like,
yeah,
how
it's
do I-
Austin. It's Austin. You know, we got
Right.
hipsters, we got
Right.
cowboys, we got tiny little streets that were laid out by cows. We got a lot of cows, so that was real easy.
Yeah, the cow part's real
Yeah,
weird.
it took about a week and a half,
It's
no
just, like,
problem.
super
It's
random.
impossible to find your way around.
Yeah.
No place goes any which way.
Like at
Yeah.
some point when I was driving here, it just turned into a left turn lane.
Yeah.
And then I was in a tunnel.
We had some worries that we were going to have trouble with tech douches, but that kind of
Yeah.
wrapped
And
itself
then I
up in the
also
last year or
found
two. No problem.
cows.
Yeah, well, we built ours right by accident, so we've been having trouble having the ceiling come down, you know? So, like, yeah. It's pretty wicked solid. So, yeah, we just have the cows in there so people can crash into them and die. So, you know, it replicates the effect pretty good.
Okay. I mean, it's not that I don't trust you.
Yeah.
It's just trust.
We
but
do,
verify.
you know, we don't have the lobsters, but we got, we throw pit barbecue in a little hot dog bun, and then we charge you $50 for it.
It's like a lobster roll.
Pretty much exactly the same. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like 90% of the experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
you
because
just,
we're
yeah.
so in the middle of nowhere getting lobsters.
You eat it for 10 minutes, and you spend the next 2 weeks pissed off that you spent that much money. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Just like anywhere in Massachusetts.
Pretty
Right
much.
on brand.
Right
Yeah.
on brand.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Perfect. So for Paul Bunyan specifically and Kill Bill McGee that you had mentioned.
Yeah.
I'm such a big fan. My idol.
Well, you
Are
know,
they,
everybody
like,
loves him.
Here.
Well, you know, we can get them. I can call them up. They're actually like, they're having like a little scrappy fight like adults shouldn't get into in a playground somehow. Yeah, they're all like 25 and fighting and getting in trouble.
Oh my God.
Yeah. None of us have jobs apparently, but you know.
It's very Irish.
Yeah.
You also headed to the Naval War College?
I am, yeah. I figured I'd give it a try. They said, like, you know, see the world or something.
I joined because it was the gay branch.
I'm like a bit on like a sexual journey, like a reawakening, if you will.
I hear that's the Air Force.
Yeah. Well, interesting. I am coming from the Air Force.
Oh, a little cross trainee.
A little crossover.
2024, doing
Yeah,
more.
you know. I figure at least like we're all in like tight quarters on like the boats or whatever.
That's what we're saying. The boat gets to rocking, the boots
Yeah,
get to knocking.
right?
You know what I mean?
So do you think they're gonna like actually make us like work out or something?
I don't know. I haven't been practicing a whole lot.
To be honest, I actually I'm a twin.
So
twin.
Yeah.
So I had them take my PT test.
That's genius.
I know, they're
That's
so fit.
So what are you gonna do when you get there then?
You know, I was actually thinking a brainer.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, like she was just gonna move nearby, and if I needed her to take my PT test, she could just like, and then like come in. Take it.
I don't know, bro.
I'll sleep in.
I call my sister like 21 times, she doesn't show up, so that's like a crazy thing to really rely on.
I don't
those
know.
sisters are unreliable.
I don't know what that's like. I call her and she's already there. She's like, I knew you were
That's
gonna
good.
call me, so I'm here.
Oh, the twin
Yeah,
tuition.
it's like the
move.
twin tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real good. That's nice. Yeah, I haven't done any practicing. Maybe some like squats, but like I'm on the bottom. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
Hip thrusters.
Oh, hip thrusters.
I can do
I know hip
that.
thrusters.
The running lost me there.
Yeah.
Lost me there.
Running, so
Yeah.
gross. And like all the injuries that you get, pretty much everybody in the military gets like plantar fasciitis. So like,
Ew, it's like all person injury.
There's so boomers out there.
Plantar fasciitis. Is it like the foot one?
I think it's the foot one. Another suggestion that we can get from the audience: name a relationship between two people, like twins, like cousins,
Or girlfriend.
girlfriends,
Boss.
boss,
Sage and Mentee.
sage and mentee.
better than
Mentee. I was hearing it as like a
Oh,
Starbucks order at first. I was like, a what? A venti? Any baristas? Yeah.
Any good cousin stories?
Cousins. Alright, feeling so inclined. We've got a Starbucks sage and mentee order. We have cousins.
Siblings by chance, lovers by choice.
Siblings by chance, lovers by choice.
If anyone has a monologue to relate to that, get out.
Little Game of Thrones inspired.
Summarize the last episode of Hot D.
Hot D.
Actually, okay, this isn't.
Yep. It's the
I
siblings.
know exactly what you're saying. But it's not lovers by choice. Listen, it's not like that. But it's a platonic thing, okay? I just feel like it's impossible now to like start this off without you guys having that in mind. But I need you to know this is a platonic thing. Okay? Growing up, my younger brother and I didn't get along that well. He was 4 years younger, and that immediately made him annoying. But once we reached a certain age, first we got a little bit older, and California Pizza Kitchen was the only place we could go that we wouldn't fight. That's where we would like bond. But a little bit older, it became very, very important to me to have a relationship with my brother. And so I started to study a bunch of things about like his personality to try to get to know him better. I started trying different sports. I started trying different activities, and reached a place in our life where we started playing Dungeons and Dragons together every single week. So we started playing Dungeons and Dragons together because this was something that I had already been passionate about, but I had even told him about it, but once we started playing together, it became like really, really important to us. So he lives in Dallas, Texas. I live in Boston, Massachusetts. I would go down to visit him, and we would play together with his friends, and then I would come back up. This is a sweet story, it's less of a funny story, but he started to buy equipment so that I could continue to play with him. So he bought audio equipment, he bought video equipment, he bought cameras, he sent me a Mac that I then broke so that I could play along with him. It was an accident. And reached a place where it is now like a full video audio setup. He is basically like an IT nerd. He knows video audio equipment. He can troubleshoot things on the fly, and he taught himself like a whole career basically out of doing this. And this started as a way for us to just continue to bond, and instead now he is like an audio equipment nerd. And I started doing improv because I wanted to get better at Dungeons and Dragons. Never lovers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the California Kitchen Pizza, where we don't fight. Are you ready for your first day of orientation?
Yes, chef.
Stand up straight!
This is as straight as I could stand, chef.
Sorry, we don't fight. We don't fight. We don't fight.
At the
All right, I'm going to run you through some scenarios and you tell me what you're going to do, okay?
Okay.
The customer says they want extra pepperoni. What do you say?
I say I'd love to get you extra pepperoni.
That's right. And why do you say you want to give extra pepperoni?
Because we don't fight.
Because we don't fight. That's correct. I heard your previous job was Subway. There was an encounter where there was low lettuce. The customer wanted lettuce. You said there was no lettuce, and they insisted on lettuce.
Mm-hmm. So I went to the supermarket and I bought lettuce with my own personal money, and that is what attracted me to the CPK because because the person who was ordering was the manager here, and they loved that I didn't fight.
Very good. We don't fight. We don't fight. That's very good. Sometimes you'll need to do some janitorial experience. And I know what you're saying. I'm a server. I shouldn't have to mop up. But if I tell you to mop the floors, what are you going to do?
Chef, I'm allergic to bleach.
Are you fighting with me right now? Is this a fight?
Well, listen, I do want to say, like, is it okay if I set a boundary? Like,
a boundary. As long as it's not a fight.
It's not a fight,
It's
Chef.
not a fight.
I just am deadly allergic to bleach.
Can you do fabuloso?
I can put on gloves and a mask and hope for the best.
And hope for the best with the fabuloso. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not going to hire you because you're getting me wound up and I feel like we're fighting. Have you considered Dungeons and Dragons instead of California Pizza Kitchen?
I did Dungeons and Dragons to prepare me for this job.
Oh my god, okay. It's so good to see you again, Ryan. I am so nervous. I'm so nervous. We're like introducing board games.
Well, I thought that, we don't really talk much. We kind of drifted apart after Mom and Dad, split up. So,
they did.
yeah, they split us up like Freaky Friday.
They really did.
The Parent Trap, that's the one.
Yeah.
Really fucked up thing to do to kids, but.
It was a Freaky Friday
Right?
when they split us up.
Yeah, and we got them back together and everything. Here we are.
Yeah, yes.
But,
And
yeah.
now we just don't really have a lot in common.
Siblings by chance.
I know.
Dot.
We'll table it.
Yeah.
We'll table it. So I was trying to. I figured I brought a bunch over. I brought like a bunch of options.
Okay.
So
What are we looking at?
Yeah. So over here.
Nice.
I mean, you have your standard
Yeah, Monopoly.
party games. Yeah, Monopoly.
Star Wars
Whenever
Monopoly.
you do just want to
Yeah.
knock out your
Harry
family.
Potter Monopoly.
Go with Monopoly, Harry Potter, the Lord of the Rings version,
Yeah.
the Boston cost of living version. These are kind of depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very expensive.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking maybe Magic the Gathering.
Is that a board game?
I think it's a card game.
Let's fucking put them on a board and figure it out.
Yeah.
Right?
You take the
All right.
Monopoly.
Monopoly.
We'll just use
all right.
that one.
Yeah.
Flip it upside down.
Yeah. All right.
And then we'll just take
Okay.
the cards.
All right.
And so I don't
So,
know how this works.
who deals?
Oh, is it yeah. I'll just take them out and shuffle them,
Yeah.
and then we'll just kind of figure out
do it.
our players
Let's do it.
from
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
I learned that from you too. Oh, I don't. Yeah, you can.
There we go. Right?
Yeah, it's
Check it
shuffled
out.
enough.
Yeah,
You're
all right.
right. So I've got Orloff.
And I've got a dungeon.
Just a dungeon.
Just a dungeon.
Okay.
Yeah, like that.
So I think
Can I
I
play
feel like we can play. We can make
dragon
it.
on that for double points?
We should make a story out of these.
Okay.
So Orloff is in the dungeon.
Olaf is in the dungeon.
And the
dragon is his jailer.
Yep.
Okay.
And so these next cards, here,
All right.
just take a
Ooh,
few.
thank you.
And we'll just
Okay.
scan them out. Okay.
All right.
All right.
And so the
And
goblin
oh, you have a
is his wife. Constable.
Yeah. Oh, it's Control.
Dot,
Oh,
dot,
wow.
dot.
It's a very, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty much an expert now in building birdhouses. Originally, it was just a way to connect with my grandpa, but then he died, and it's sort of my thing. That's how I ended up becoming the president of the bird house building club. And it is now your time, as my apprentice, to learn the ways of telling everybody else how important it is to build birdhouses.
I'll be spreading the word.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be spreading the word. Now, what are we building now? What kind of model is this? Looks like a colonial.
You are really picking up on a lot.
I'm pretty good.
So about birdhouses is that a lot of birds were originally domesticated. Pigeons in particular, they used to be domesticated, and then we let them go free because we didn't need them anymore to send messages. But they still have that desire for closeness in a home. So you want to make sure that
I'm going to stop you right there, Big Chief, because I heard a similar story about the SeaWorld orcas. How they love to be there, how they made their new family.
Yeah, no,
the collapsed dorsal fin is okay.
This is completely different from the orcas because the orcas can't swim away.
I can't afford another scandal like
the
this.
birds choose to fly to our models, and you know why they choose to fly to our models? Every single one is outfitted with their own personal TV. It is important. Seed channel only.
Can I look inside?
No cats. Yes, of course you can look inside. I want you to catch.
I have a really petite head.
I want you to catch the full wraparound couch.
That's nice.
You wouldn't think that they'd be able to sit, but they can because we thread that really long and thin with
It's
the tail.
sectional? Golly.
No
For pigeons?
Yes, of course.
There's no
it's for
class
pigeons.
war going on with the birds because this looks
Pigeons are
power.
our number one customers because they were originally domesticated and
Nah, I
then
got you.
released.
Okay. You
Every
brought me
single
back.
one is
You brought me
outfitted with
back.
a chimney, you see.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's nice. Little hand in the fire moment.
Do you know, actually, though, who the second biggest market this is for? The second market that this is for, and this is underground because we only market about birds. I am the president of the bird building.
You should probably come up with a shorter job title there. President
We do
of the
birds,
bird
that's our
building
look, that's
official
our slogan.
executive.
But it's actually people who love Dungeons and Dragons because the models look really similar to castles. And then it's all outfitted already. They don't have to do any of the work because I already did all the work learning from teaching myself with my grandpa. That
I'm just gonna write down nerd shit. Is that good? Is that
Right, one more suggestion. If we could get somewhere that you would take someone on a first date, or a place that you went on a first date. That's
IKEA.
Dublin. IKEA.
California Pizza Kitchen.
California Pizza Kitchen. Bowling. Movies. Dance club. Taco?
Boston ramen. Smash room.
I guess I got one for Dublin. So
You let us go on for 20 minutes?
yeah, just to put it. So my little sister did a study abroad in Galway when she was in college, and so for her birthday, I figured I'd go out and like, hey, happy birthday, right? So we do that, and I quickly come to realize, unlike what every American Irish person thinks, that like we're not the same at all. They're a European country, and we share almost nothing in common besides like a hatred of the English. So you know that was fun. I hang out with her, but it's like, you know, it's her birthday, whatever. But it's the weekend and she has class, so I'm like, all right, cool. I'll fuck off and go entertain myself. So I did climb a couple of mountains, see this and that, and then my last, very very wisely as it'll turn out, I ended up in Dublin, and then I was going to catch my flight back out of Galway. So I'm kicking around. I don't really have a lot of money yet. I'm just like fresh out of college, so I'm like doing bum stuff, and so I'm able to pinpoint because the only thing I ate that day was an orange and a gyro, and oranges come wrapped. So I'm pretty sure it was the gyro that gave me the food poisoning. But yeah, so around about midnight, I'm in a hostel. I'm not sure if you guys have ever done that, if that's still a thing, but it's just basically a bunkhouse. You're in a room with like 20 other people, and stuff starts bubbling, and I'm like, you know, 23, so I've been doing a little bit of drinking, so I'm like, oh, I don't feel great. Go to the bathroom, have it out upstairs, and then I'm like, well, maybe I need to, you know, anyway, long story short, I'm double dragoning. After about like 20 minutes, this is a real issue. And I've got about 6 hours until I need to be on the other side of the country to catch a plane. So I don't know what the fuck to do. I literally just go down the hospital. I'm like, can you guys just like call an ambulance or something? Like I can barely move. So they do, and the hospital people are very nice. They actually like right in, like ER for like, I'm just a little, my tummy rumbles, and they're just, you're right in. They got me on saline and all this kind of like, this is fucking really cool. And the stereotypes about Irish people are true. At 3 in the morning, everybody's face is hamburger coming through the nobody can stand up straight. But they are like, yeah, so this is basically, you can't un-food poison a guy. Like, we just put you back on fluids. You're pretty much emptied out. Good speed and good luck. So I hop on the bus that I had wisely chosen to ride across the country, food poisoned, and even though it was empty, it was more or less just like a willpower, just like locking it all down and just clenching everything. There were occasional pit stops that I took good use of, but I made it all the way through without embarrassing myself or anybody else. And then I guess how it ends is I fly back home, I land, I'm feeling good about myself, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, fuck me. I went to the hospital, and I didn't give them my insurance information. That'll fuck you up real bad in America. So I'm like, on my work phone, of course, like calling Dublin, like 11 numbers. I finally get through, and they're talking to me like, yeah, hey, look, you know, just so you know, I was there. I'm not trying to screw you guys or anything. I have insurance. Just give me your info. And what were you in for? And I was like, food poisoning. And they're like, for real? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, whatever. And like, what's your name? And I'm like, Patrick Byrne. And like, how do you spell that? B-Y-R-N-E. She's just like laughs, and she's like, we've had like so many of those guys through that night, like every night. And she just hangs up on me because it's free. That's what medicine is like when it's free. So.
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry to talk to you through a bathroom stall. You got any toilet paper over there?
Oh God. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna get it from the other stall. Boy,
Can you hurry? I'm absolutely bubbling in Dublin, if you know what I'm saying.
The people that you meet.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to the stall over, but
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that looks like England back there. Am I right? Am I right? That's shitty. Ah. You just passing through? You from here?
I'm passing through. I'm kind of down to like bare bones, money wise, so I just came to this bathroom to sit.
It's a bad place to be right now.
Yeah.
You mean a gyro on 6th Street by any chance?
No.
That's good. Don't do it. That's good.
I'm just like really committing to the seat because I didn't know that you had to pay to go to bathrooms in Europe. So.
I didn't pay shit. I just bulldozed in here, man. It was going to be a problem.
Oh my God, you can do that?
Yeah, just stiff armor. They call us the Fighting Irish. You know what I mean? I just get in there. Bathroom attendants, security, everybody. You just get in there when you need to.
For such like a really nice group of people, like the Canadians of Europe, you're also really intimidating.
All right, Johnny, are you ready? We've got our longest shift tonight.
Oh, this is my first time on the ER. I'm really excited.
Are you? Well,
Yeah.
it's super exciting to
I'm
have you
excited
here as a
to do
transfer.
some good.
Yes. So this is a longer shift, and the reason that is so intense is because after 10 p.m. we get 300% more people to come in, and they're all drunk.
Oh.
Every single one of them.
Oh, great. So I'm probably real happy and then relaxed. Probably just loosey-goosey.
Well, they are very happy about the fact that all of the services and treatments are free. But we are going to become a lot less happy and loosey-goosey as the night goes on.
Okay.
And so we need to have
Cheers.
a particular. Well, yes,
The
actually,
Irish thing that we say.
No, it's
It's
the very.
agreements, yes.
That's what I was going to tell you. That's the very first way that we start this shift.
Okay.
So. And now, and that is how we do it in Ireland. Do you have any questions about the shift?
Is it going to be like mostly glamorous? Or are you going to be like saving people's lives, like hitting them with the paddles and live damn you live? Or is it mostly going to be picking like glass shards out of a dude's face?
So for in a lot of cases,
Yeah.
there's nothing you can do to help them. It's just a matter of you give them an IV and you give them some fluids and then you send them on their way and they pay nothing.
Just a magic bag and off they go.
Yes.
A magic bag of liquid and they just think they're happy. They're placebo.
We are paid for the meaningful work we do in the meaningful work that we do, of course, you know.
Of course.
Since we accept no money.
Placebo bags.
From the 300% increase that we have in these patients. But I do want you to know that if you find that you are ever dealing with a customer that is really, really difficult, especially because you are from America and you don't know what it's like here.
Well, I mean, we're pretty much the same thing, right? I was trying on that accent to make you feel more like...
Oh my God. First time hosteling.
Oh my gosh, is it your first time?
This
It's
is my first time.
too.
Oh my
Wait, what was your name?
Oh my God, it's Jennifer.
Jennifer. Oh my God, I'm Tinnifer. This is
her bunk.
This is my bunk.
This is my bunk.
I'm so excited that we were the only two people who came alone on this trip.
Oh
because
my
they thought we
God.
were going to become best friends. There's something about it.
So many bunk beds, but like it's just us right now, which is
So
like.
what did you?
So I actually I tried like a little. I dusted off the Pinterest, and I saw like if you just like squish all of your clothes and like fold them. So I threw everything. Except I'm pretty sure I forgot pants. Now that I think about it.
I've got pants you can wear. Oh my god, if we're the same size, we'll be like the sisterhood.
Oh, the Charlie pants! Oh my god!
Oh, these ones are torn.
Oh god, the whole rip.
Yeah. But honestly, I've been hearing it's like really in style these days.
Oh my god. Like our night out, you know? I'll save that, yeah.
Wait, I should rip mine.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so I was thinking we could go to mountains and walk around. I don't have a lot of money, so
same.
I just needed mostly do free things.
Yeah, I was actually thinking about like busking. Yeah, I saw like
Make
a
our
lot
own
of
money?
Yeah, like it was like it's really viral right now on TikTok.
We could travel the world that way.
We could totally travel the world that way. We stayed for free or cheap at hostels.
What do you plan?
I don't.
Here's what we'll do.
Okay.
We go to a bunch of bars, and we get tons of shots.
Oh yeah,
And we
that's
drink
fun.
various amounts from all of them, and then
And then we play with like
and everything is free in Ireland. So then we take those with us.
Perfect.
And then we travel the world that way.
And then we travel the world, or at least just like Jennifer.
We should have met so long ago.
Oh my god, this is like Eat, Pray, Love, but with your bestie.
Alright, everybody, give it up for Smoke Jumpers! And give it up one more time for our other team, Extremely Something Something! Come on up, yeah! And give it up for yourselves for coming out to support your friends! And that's our show. Thank you for coming, everybody.